we're starting really quick. Okay, so I decided to do painting today, and I know it's kind of random, and I don't know who would, go and click the stream, but, and I totally forgot to set up a list of stuff to talk about on the stream, but, I was, like, making a video, and I was like, maybe I'd make an art tutorial, and I'm like, I'm not really good at teaching people, you know what I mean? So I was like, might as well just, go live. This is what I'm painting. I started painting this and realized, oh my goodness, there is, what's it called? Not enough color. There's like, there's too much color. This is like a gray and white and like red picture, and everything I've done is like blue and vibrant. So, thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm trying to paint this, except for I've kind of made too many blues and purples. So, you know what? We're just gonna, who cares? We're not doing it the same colors. We're gonna, change it as we want. And I would have, just use my phone as a reference, but I ended up having to print it out because, we're doing a stream. Okay, anyway, so, yeah. I don't really know what to talk about. So, you know what? I'm just gonna show my process, I guess, for this. Okay, so I started off with just like the base colors. So this is just like a, what's it called? Like blocking in the main colors. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just doing the main base colors for now. No shading and stuff. And I don't have any white paint currently, so I'm going to be using my silver as a white instead, like as like a, what's the word? Substitute. That's the word. I can't, like, anyway, yeah, okay, so if you tell, there's a big like dark blue spot, and that is because I actually messed up with this, so we might have to, go back and fix that. My paint palette is gonna be like so thick after this because I've been making so many paintings recently, and so it's just like been getting like so thick with paint because like it's wood, so I can't really go in and fix it, you know what I mean? You know what? Okay, this is kind of, what do we do? Okay, I'm gonna use this paintbrush. This is like, it seems like, oh, it's so fancy. Wow, look at all these fancy brushes, but I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm self-taught. I don't know. Well, this brush specifically is meant for this certain, no, I have no clue. So I'm kind of just winging it, being like, this one seems like it works. This one seems like it doesn't, you know what I mean? And then just going for it. Yeah, but like I said before, I was going to do an art tutorial video with this painting, but I've kind of messed up too much with it so far to be like teach people how to do it, you know what I mean? I will be putting in little tips throughout the stream for anybody who wants to know them, but I don't know who would, so oh well. Anyway, I got to watch the Minecraft Championships today, which was cool. I didn't watch all the way through, so I don't know who won. They might still be going, actually, but, oh well. Okay, so I have the sky and, like, the mountains done and everything. So I think, by the way, the reason there's this big blotch here is because I had the purple and I actually went, like, up a little bit. And so I tried to, like, cover it over, but I already, like, got rid of that paint I used for the base of it. So, oops. Okay. I think we could start with I don't have white paint. Darn it. Okay, I don't have white paint. So you know what we're going to do instead? We're going to find, what can I use instead of white paint? Yeah, this is my my white paint, and there's none left in it. I might be able to squirt out something, maybe. Let me just see if I really press hard enough. Well, no, it's empty. You know what I could just do? Actually, wait, I'm gonna get my scissors. Where is my scissors? Somewhere in here. You know what? I can't find them. Oh well, I was gonna say I can get my scissors and maybe like cut it and get the paint out, but I can't find them, so oh well, that's really sad. I'm like, I can see the little bit of paint that's in there. Well, okay. Oh, okay. So something random, let me get out. Okay. Yes, this is yellow paint. But it's a light color. Maybe there might be a better one that's not neon. You know what I mean? I'm looking through all my tiny paints. I could use this because it's light, but it's not pure white, but it wouldn't really match. Anything that's like in the cooler colors that I have that's light is this, and this is not what I want. So I'm gonna use this one. It might look good. Who knows? Okay, so we're gonna try to do I'll mix it with, okay, wait, I'll mix it with the gray. Ooh. Oh, that's so vibrant. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mix it with, I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and mix it with the, no. Oh, why does it look green? That doesn't make sense. Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna use silver. You know, I'm trying to find some kind of other thing to use, but you know, oh well. By the way, my setup really quick, I have, you know, my canvas, and then I have my little jar, my paintbrushes in it, but I also have here, I have a little towel so I can, you know, like dab them on, and then I have some paintbrushes here, and then over here I have some tiny ones here in case which I don't really need all these little all these different types of paintbrushes, but you know, it's nice to have. Also, I have a lot of relatives who are like, no, I love art, and so they just give me a lot of art stuff for Christmas, which is, you know, it's nice. Okay, so we're just gonna use silver. Oh, why is this so drippy? Okay. I don't want to get this on my nice sweater. Okay, we're just gonna use silver for the small details, and this is where the tiny paintbrushes come in handy. Oh no, wait, uh-oh. Oh wait, here we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have teal hair. I've had my hair dyed for like a while, I think. Every time someone sees my character, they're like, oh wow, I like how you gave me blue hair, and I'm like, yeah, that's because I actually have blue hair. But yeah, I've been painting, let's see. So I've been homeschooled my whole life, except for last year, which I went to a actual school for a little bit, but I did not really like it, so I'm going back to homeschool this year, which is nice. But I think it was, my mom put me in one like little art class, because she saw I wanted to learn to paint, but it wasn't really helpful. It was mostly just like, here's some paint and stuff, and go paint, you know what I mean? So it's more like for experience. But I've been painting since like 4th grade, I think. But I kind of stopped at, like, through COVID, which sounds funny if you would do it more, but nah, I like stopped painting. I actually don't know what I was into. I was into a lot of things when I was younger, but now it's like I'm more just like paint and martial arts, and that's it. But yeah, so I've been painting since I was like 9 or 10 or something, but I really started actually painting like a year ago, I think, because yeah, homeschooling is awesome. But yeah, I really actually started painting like a year ago because I was getting into art stuff, and my aunt got me like this book on like how to paint realism or whatever, and so I was like looking at it. Yeah, thank you. So I was kind of looking at that, which kind of inspired me to paint a little bit. But mostly it was just like, I was just like, it'd be fun. I'm just gonna paint for a little bit, and then I just thought it was really fun, and so I just started painting a lot, and then eventually it just became a habit, and just like a hobby that I do all the time. This does not look for some reason the white doesn't, or the silver doesn't, it doesn't show up. It kind of makes it just slightly lighter and shinier. This whole thing is gonna be so shiny and like metallic if you can't already this thing's gonna be so shiny afterwards. Look at that. Oh no. It's fine. I've never used metallic paint before. I've kind of just had it in my art bin. Yeah, by the way, I have my reference image like right here. That's why I keep looking this direction. But yeah, my mom, she was like, oh, we need to, like, because we were able to get a bunch of art supplies on Amazon. And so they finally came in the mail. It was like all this stuff, like all these like art books and all of these paints and all these things. And I was kind of just like, I kind of just thought, like, oh, well, this is great. I don't really know how to like use any of this. And so we kind of just had it in our garage. So we had all this paint and all these canvases and all these like paint brushes and all these things. And so it was kind of just like, what's it called? I was kind of just like, oh, that's great, but I never actually like used it or whatever. And then after a little while, I'll just fly. After a little while, I started getting into it. I was like, oh wait, we have all this stuff, and she's like, yeah, we've had this for like years. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Okay, and then I actually started, using it. So that's how long I've been painting for. That was kind of rambled on a little bit, but yeah. Huh. Yeah, this does not look how I expected it to look. I don't have any white paint, so I've kind of just had to use, what's it called? Silver, but it's so shiny. Oh no. By the way, I'm sorry if the audio was bad. I haven't been able to get a microphone yet, and I don't stream very often, so it's not like a oh, this is the thing I need right now. But yeah, I've recently been getting into webcomics because I got a phone actually recently. I've never had a phone, so I've been doing that a lot, and I just haven't had time. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna take a break from just like watching YouTube videos and reading stuff, and I'm gonna go paint. You know what I mean? And I was like, while I was painting, I was like, this is this is a good idea. Maybe I should like not just sit here. Maybe I should like make a YouTube video. Oh, sorry, my hand went in the middle of the screen. I got so glad I could catch the stream. Can't wait to see the finished painting. It looks amazing so far. I really like the silver on it. Thank you so much. I was kind of like scared with the silver, but I'm glad that you think it looks nice. Thank you. Bye. Have an awesome day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm so glad. Okay, let's see. So, also sorry if it keeps glitching out. My internet is not very good. So on the reference picture, you can kind of see the white kind of starts blending in with it, but I don't want to paint over it because that kind of gets rid of the silhouette. I might just have to, I might just kind of have to slowly like blend it in. Oh, no, my paper. I have so many things on this desk. It's so hard to keep track of everything. Anyway, if I just kind of just maybe like slowly blend it like, It's funny, I have all these paintbrushes and I'm like, wow, I start painting. I'm like, I need a small paintbrush. So I get a small one. And then after I use it for a little bit, I end up just using it for everything and I'm realizing like, no, I don't need this paintbrush. I need to use a different one. Oh, the ones that are thick end up having so much water in them after I take them out of the jar. I need to not keep them in the jar and store. Oopsies. Oops, I did not rinse this out all the way. Now there's blue. No. This is not good. Let me just like cover it up. Can you see? You can totally still see it. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, maybe I like slowly try to just like blend it like that. Does that blend it or does that, I'm trying to look on the camera because from looking from right here, I'm like, oh, this looks fine. And then I look on the camera and I'm like, oh no, like I can see all the mistakes, you know. I don't think it has like a silhouette anymore. You know, it's fine. We're gonna turn away from the mountains for a second, and we're gonna work on the trees. Give me 1 second really quick as I turn on this. Get ready for a really loud noise, unless I can mute myself again. Oh, I can. Ooh, I've never actually like used I never actually looked at all the settings on this before. Okay, get ready for a really loud noise. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna, okay, wait, tell me if this is too loud. That probably was too loud. I'm gonna mute this for 1 second so I can use the loud what's the word, what is this called? I forget. Okay. If there was more people, I would say we could do like a little Q&A or something. But there's not really. Okay, I'm gonna actually, oh wait, oh, that covers it. I feel like I should have figured this out more. I was kind of just like, oh, I should stream. And then and then started streaming. I didn't actually like plan this a whole bunch, so sorry if it's not as great. Okay. I'm gonna lose all these paintbrushes by the time I'm done painting. Okay. All right. Trees. Okay. Let's make a dark red color. Okay. I do not want to get paint on this sweater. This is like a nice YouTuber sweater. Okay. We're gonna just turn this around. Ooh. I'm getting paint everywhere. You know, it's probably fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's do red. Ooh, that is like actually a perfect color. I don't know if you can, let me see. You can see that? No, you can't. You know what? I'm doing this on my iPhone. I'm just going to pick this up really quick. Show you, wait, what the heck? There it is. This is like actually a perfect red color. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get out my paintbrushes. Okay. We want it to be a little bit darker. Do I have black? I have a little bit. You know, we're gonna, yeah, I was gonna say we could darken it with brown because I like when it gives like a little more softer look. But for this one, we might just have to use pure black because of how vibrant it is. It's not like soft. You know what I mean? It's not like nice browns and like oranges and reds and like pinks and yellows. It's like vibrant blues and purples. So if we want to have the red to come, I'm now realizing, will the red actually contrast with it? Because this is not a black and white thing anymore. It's now purple. So if we add the red, will it look weird? Oh no. Oh, now I'm like freaking out. Wait. Okay, you know what? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Okay. We're just going to just go for it. And this painting is probably a lost cause anyway because I'm using so many metallics and not black and white. But you know, it should be fine. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Let's have this out so we can see. Oh, no. Oh, it's just a little fuzzy. I thought my paintbrush broke. I was like, what did I do wrong? Okay, let's see. Sorry if this covers it too much. So when I paint, I like to, instead of being like, let's look at this. You know what I mean? Like how that had professional fancy painters. Not fancy, but like professional painters actually need paint. I just kind of look at it. I'm like, okay, if the tip is here and it's a little bit there. Oh, I touched it. Oops. Anyway, the tip is here and it's like a little bit there. It's like here. And it just goes down. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I ruined it. Okay. It's probably fine. It's... No. Oh, I ruined it. What did I do? Okay, we're gonna just go like... Oh, no. Darn it, I touched it. Okay. Just little things on the sides here. This is fine. I made it too thick. I've definitely made the trunk too thick. Oh no. Okay, this is fine. Okay, let's see. I can just, okay. Oh, this does not look good. Maybe if I just, it's because it's the red. The red makes it so it's, what's it called? It doesn't match. I should have just used black. What's wrong with me? I feel like these are the kind of thoughts that go through my mind when I'm making art. Even if the art looks good, like I remember once I was at my school and I was painting, because I had a free period because I didn't have my science classes at a different time than everyone else's. So I ended up, having a free time. And so I'd go into the art room and our art teacher, I'm not going to say her actual name, I'll call her Miss Sadie. So Miss Sadie, she would let me come into the art room and just chill no matter who was in there. So like once it was the it was like the elementary schoolers most of the time. So like sometimes, she'd let me go in there and just like chill. So they would always come up and they'd be like the little kids, they'd be like, what are you painting? Ooh, let's see that. Ooh, that looks cool. That looks really good. My friend can paint better. And like all these, oh no, I made that sideways. Uh-oh. Fine. I need to use a different brush. Anyway, but yeah, they would come up a bunch and like talk to me and stuff while I'm painting. And what was my point to this? I feel like I had a point. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. So basically, I had, what's it called? We didn't really have like amazing paint supplies, so I kind of just used the ones that the little kids have. Miss Sadie would let me use her, what's it called? Her special paintbrushes that were like nice sometimes, but sometimes she didn't bring them with her to school, so I couldn't. But yeah, I just chilled in our room and I'd paint and stuff. But as I'm painting, I'd be like, oh, this is so bad, this is so bad. But like every time someone would come and they'd see it, they'd go, wow, this looks really good. And I'd say, no, it doesn't. Like, it needs, all these things need to fix. This is ugly, blah, blah. They're like, no, it looks really good. And I'd be like, no, it doesn't. It looks really bad. And I'd be like, this is wrong. I'd be naming all these things wrong. And they're just like, Aaliyah, stop. It looks good. Chill out. Basically. Ooh, I messed up. Okay, you know what we're just gonna do? We're just gonna add this in here. This does not look like the reference at all. I'm sorry to all the like the artists that are like really actually like really good. And they're like done art classes actually, and they're looking at this like, oh, like cringing, like, no, what did you do? Why did you do that? Oh, the pain. Okay, let's see. I need a big paintbrush. Okay, so now we're gonna do these big trees on the side here, like that. So, and then after this, then we can go in and do the water and stuff. Okay, we're just gonna use the same. We're gonna shade it all later, but for now, we're just kind of just going in with the paint. I really hope I don't mess this up. It looks, it's starting to maybe look good. I just need to know, just trust the process, I feel like sometimes, like, some artists are able to just be like, as they're painting, like, this is me when I'm drawing. Like, I've been drawing for so long now, I feel like 2-3 years, that now it's like when I look at my old art, when I'm drawing, I don't know, I said old art, but like, as I'm looking at my art, and I'm drawing, I'm not like, oh, this is horrible, oh, look at that, oh, that's horrible. I'm kind of just thinking, like, I know it's bad now, but I just gotta trust the process. That's not me when I'm painting. Oh, no. When I'm painting, I'm like, this is so bad, and that's, like, I know that about myself, and I know it's fine, like, I just trust the process, you know what I mean? Just thinking those things, but no, I can't. It's like, I'm like, I know this is going to turn out bad. And it always ends up turning out good. Or not always, but, you know, most of my paintings end up turning out good. But sometimes it's just like I'm just so scared to. And I'm rendering this later. I'm not, what's it called? Just going in with the red and just having like that. It's too vibrant. Definitely too vibrant. But yeah, I see there's actually one person here now. Hello. I've kind of just been talking to myself for the past like 10 minutes or whatever. Okay. Anyway, so I don't, by the way, just a disclaimer, I don't have white paint, so I've been using silver instead. So it's kind of metallic. Hello. But yeah, it's just ever so slightly metallic, so it's not that great. It's not exactly how I wanted my reference to be. My reference was all, what's it called? Black and white and like, you know what I mean? Like, here, I'll show you pictures. This is what my reference is. You can see that I don't have white paint. I just have like blue. So I've been using blue and silver to lighten the colors. And so then as I was doing it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this all vibrant. So I'm using way more vibrant colors, so it's not just all like black and white. Yeah, it's funny, I have a what's it called, a little album on my phone of like, I'll see something and be like, ooh, that's pretty, I want to paint that. Or I was searching for wallpapers and I saw one and was like, this is really pretty, and I look at it every day and I was like, Oh, thank you. But yeah, I'd look at it every day and I was like, you know, this would be cool to paint. So I added it into this, and this is actually one of them. So this is actually one of my wallpapers, which is pretty cool. Ooh, I just realized I can see on here, oh, the edge of this is, oh, I need to fix that later. I feel like as I'm painting, I'm seeing all these little mistakes and being like, it's okay, I'll fix it later, I'll fix it later, I'll fix it later. But it's like, they're all still crazy. Like with this painting right there, as I was painting it, I was like, I was going between thinking, this looks good, and this looks so bad, and this looks good, and oh, this looks so bad. And as I was filming it, I'm like, I'm just trust the process. I'm like, if this ends up looking bad, I cannot post this, you know what I mean? So it's actually one of my YouTube shorts if you want to check it out. But as I'm making it, I'm like, this is gonna end up being so horrible. This is gonna be so horrible. And then in the end, it turned out pretty good. It's like looking at the other, that's like the reference, you can definitely see like has more color and more things like that. I used all of my white paint on that, like all my white paint. And there's only a little bit. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring it over because I'm going to show you guys because you guys probably might get bored of this just one thing. Okay, so I made this one a couple days ago. And I used all of my white paint for like, if you see like the light around here, and like the water and stuff, and I kept like getting rid of it and being like, no, I can't use pure white, I have to like make it slightly more like darker and like use more greens and stuff and not keep using bright white paint. It's too bright, doesn't match the whole like scenery of it. And I look at the actual picture and it's like actually like bright white. Thank you. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I should probably, and so I was like, I should probably actually just use white paint. All right, this is the last, oh wait, no, I have a thing of black paint. I was gonna think this is the last of my black paint, along with my little white paint tube, which is, it's dead. I have no white paint left. I'm gonna go to like a store or like a craft store and just buy a bunch. Like, I have this thing here, all of black paint. I just need this of just white paint, and then all my problems are solved, and I don't have to use metallic paint. Okay, there's so much paint in this. Okay, yeah, it's funny, when I would go into during school, I had a free period, and I would go into the art room even when there's elementary schoolers, and my art teacher, like, I didn't really have an art class, okay, when I went, I didn't have an art class because my art class went over the same time, like, for the high school art class, was the same time as my Spanish class, so I never got to take art, because I was busy doing stupid Spanish class, and I don't want to do Spanish class because my teacher was not great. But you know, I need to take 2 years of foreign language, so I didn't really have a choice. But she would let me come in there and just, you know, chill and, you know, just work on paintings and stuff. And like I said, it's like the time I'd go there would be like elementary school and stuff, so she can't have the nice paint and the nice brushes and all those things because, you know, elementary schoolers will like trash them. She had her nice paintbrushes out once, and they took them and like ruined them. So yeah. Anyway, why is this so dark? Why is this? You know what? This is fine. Oh, never mind. That's dark. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I'm just telling myself it's fine, it is fine. Anyway, so I would have to use all like the little kid, not the little kid, but like the not like the Crayola paint supplies and things, so it would not, it was like my paintings would not turn out great, and so I was like, I got so used to using like all this like terrible paint and stuff. And then when I was younger, I wasn't into art. When I was really little, I can hear my sister screaming in the background. Oh my gosh. Anyway, when I was younger, I wasn't really into art. But my mom was like, it'd be so cool if you did art. I was like, yeah, yay, you know what I mean? Because I was homeschooled, so she wanted to make it super fun and all these things. And so, okay, wait, this is where the line is here. It kind of comes in. Okay, anyway, sorry. So, she got me a bunch of paint and a bunch of art supplies, and I didn't know how to use any of that. I still kind of don't. So I would kind of just be like, yeah, and then like not use it. Now I'm like using all this trash paint, all these like random like art supplies I've been finding. Nice! Homeschoolers are the best. I'm going back to homeschool this year actually, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, and And then I was like, and she came in my room, she saw me painting. She's like, why don't you use all the paint supplies we have? And I was like, what paint supplies? And she's like, the entire bucket of paint that we have in the yard and in the garage. And I'm like, we have paint? Like, we have lots of paint? She's like, yeah. We have, like, the metallics and the glitters and, like, the normals and the neons and the pastels. And I'm like, where did we had this whole time? But, yeah, and so I have a bunch of these Arteza ones, but they're, like, 3 years old, but I have an entire bag of them. I had to go in and like sort them and be like, does this one work? Like shake it up, and if I hear the liquid, be like, yep, this one's good. But sometimes they weren't. I had to throw away like half of them because they're so old. They just like didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna stop using this paintbrush because it's not a right one. Okay, this is my favorite paintbrush because it's like slightly tilted, so if I need it to be like thinner, I don't have to get an entire other one. It's funny, I'll use one paintbrush and then I'll just like keep using it, be like, wow, looking at this specifically, I need this tiny one, and then I just use the tiny one for the rest of the painting, and then everything is like tiny. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I actually, here, wait, I'm gonna get one of my other paintings I made when I was in the elementary school classroom. Let me get it. Okay, it's this one. And you can kind of tell just by looking at the light. It's very, I'm not going to put my hands on. Actually, I'll do this. Can you hear that? It's very chalky. It's like, it's, you know, Crayola, but it still looks good, right? The colors still look good. I'm really happy with it, actually, because I like using the dark colors. Like, I still was able to make it look, you know, somewhat good. But compared to that, like, the paints that I use now are, like, so much nicer. Like, I wish I would have, like, found these paints so much sooner, because the ones I was using before were, like, kind of trash. Okay. This might be too big. I feel like there's all these tiny details I want to add when it's, like, no one's gonna really look at them. I think that's what I learned when I was doing that painting right there. I was, like, looking at the reference image. I'm like, there's so many things in the background. There's so many, like, trees and, like, specific vines and, like, plants and stuff. And I was like, oh, I need to draw every single one of them. How am I going to do that? I was like sketching it out and everything. I'm like, I can't draw all these. Like, this is going to take forever. I think the painting actually took like 6 hours, I think, in total. But what ended up happening was, I'm sorry, I'm talking really fast. Sorry, you have to keep up if it's hard. But I was just like, maybe just, who cares? So I just took the paint. All right. Oh, that's so sad to go. All right, bye. But yeah, and so as I'm like in the background, I kind of just dipped it in the green paint and then just went like, and just pushed it everywhere in the background. So the background just was like smudged randomly in a bunch of paint, in like random spots. Oh, that might be too thick. That is way too thick. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, there's a bunch of paint and like, I just started putting paint in random spots, and I was like, maybe this will probably look fine. And it did look fine. It actually looked like somewhat decent, I'd say. Ooh, I think that looks bad. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm gonna start working on this tree here, because I've kind of worked on this one a lot. I might, but I feel like the trees on this side aren't bushy enough. Maybe I need to just like, kind of like this. Maybe we could add like oh no, that's not good. Okay, let's go to where there's more like the darker color, and let's kind of just like do this, kind of define that this is a tree here, not just a clump of red paint. That doesn't really look good. You know what we're gonna do? We're kind of just gonna smudge that out. And we're gonna take a blow dryer, and we're just gonna blow dry this, and so it doesn't, because it's like, I can't layer stuff unless it's dry, you know? That the way so you can see. Because like, as you can see, like when I do what's it called? Like when I paint stuff, I have the base, and then I have the gradient, and then the details. I think that's like the main steps I do. I'm not an art teacher. I've not taken an art class. I've kind of like snuck into other people's art classes and not really learned anything, but like just from experience, what I do is, so it's gradient, base colors, gradient, details. So the mountains, base color, And I did a gradient, I did a darker over here, lighter here, and then details. I don't really have white paint, or else I'd be adding these little like snow caps. But for this one, right, for the trees, basic, which was just red, gradient, which is this darker here, and then now I'm gonna go in and add the details. So I'm gonna really quick get the blow dryer out. It's gonna be really loud. I'm going to mute it. Okay, I'm muting it now. Okay, there we go. I think that's dried, but you can kind of see all the smudges now from it. Oh, there's still some wet parts. You know, it's probably fine. Anyway, I just see the Mountain Lady sticker just right there. That's funny. Okay, anyway. Okay, wait, where's my reference? Oh, it's right here. I forget these things. Okay, so now, right, we have the base colors, the gradient. Now we can go in with the details. So we're gonna do the shading here, right? So what we're gonna do before, we were gonna just go like this, right? And now look at it. Oh wait, please tell me it dried all the way. Okay, now we can go in and add more details, and it looking somewhat decent. Yeah, I feel like I haven't like random, but I haven't really posted much stuff on my YouTube channel. I feel like it's just when I have time, then I just spend like hours and like make something. But sometimes it's like I'm just like, nah, I don't really want to, and then I don't for like weeks, and then realize, oh, I didn't post anything like at all anytime recently. I feel like I'm spending too much time on these trees. I might need to like take a break from the trees. How do I show this one's in front? Is there any artists watching that can teach me these things? Because there are some things I don't understand. Also, if you're watching this back as, like, not an actual stream, but, like, you're just watching this, props to you for getting this far, and sorry if it's glitchy, because, you know, my internet sucks. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to add, like, the trees by just, like, the leaves by going down, but it kind of does not look... does not look good. I don't know if I'm going to do this entire painting in this one stream. I might do it in different segments, or just like end halfway through whenever I have to, you know, go. I don't really have a specific time. Okay, this is scary. I don't want to do this. Oh well. I'm just gonna wing it. You know, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of some things to talk about so I don't make it boring for anyone who's like watching it back. If you even have the patience to watch it back, I don't even know how you would. I'm realizing now that I'm gonna have to paint the edges of it. I always forget to do that when I'm painting. I always forget to paint the edges of it because, what's it called? What was I gonna say? That's right. I always forget to paint the edges. Like, and then it ends up looking really like trash. Okay, so this is the one that goes out, and then the branches kind of just go out like that. Does that look good? I don't know. By the way, I want to add music. I want to add music so badly, but I can't because I don't know how to. Because I don't stream very often. I don't know why I keep talking. I know nobody's here. I know nobody's watching this, but like, why am I still talking? Because if nobody's watching, there's kind of no like point in just wasting all my energy and thinking of all my conversation topics. You know what I mean? And just talking a bunch. Because that kind of wastes my time. And also later when I actually have like people, I won't know what to talk about. Actually, I probably always have something to talk about because I have lots of things to talk about. I talk really fast, if you can't tell. But at the same time, there's also nobody here, so it's like, what? I'm not really talking to anybody, and no one's gonna watch it back. And if they do watch it back, they're not gonna get this far, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you do, you are amazing. But, you know, yeah. Also, I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. So if you do join or whatever, subscribe because it helps me a lot because I'm on the road to 1,000 and that'd be awesome to have that many subs. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm trying to think of what I could do for 1,000 subs. Actually, this is a really nice conversation topic. I'm gonna wait till somebody joins. I'm just gonna stand right here. Have I been streaming for 40 minutes? I feel like it's only been like 10 or something. Oh my gosh. For the people that were here for like so long, thank you guys so much. I didn't realize how long you guys were here for. I was like, oh, now everyone's leaving. Oh no. But it's like, you guys were here for a while. Okay, so the branches kind of go upwards and then have like the leaves. I was scared this was gonna be so bad at first. I was like, the colors are all wrong. There's metallic in it. This is like soft, like pastels. This is like vibrant colors. But like, it's actually not turning out too bad. I mean, too bad. I mean, it's kind of bad, but like, you know, not crazy bad. Okay. So the trees kind of come up to here. And then at this point, you know, I'm going to do, who cares? We're just going to just go all out. Just like what I was saying before, when you don't really know what to do and there's kind of too many details, you don't really care, just go crazy. And then you can add the details later. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pause the tree actually right here. We're going to let it dry for a bit so that we can go in and add the light stuff and work on this little river here. Oh, I've been dreading to do this. I hate painting water. Painting water, okay. Painting water is very difficult. Oh, I have to make more colors. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this red, this color. It's like red and black. And I'm going to mix it with a blue. What will that do? I make it like purpley, right? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, you might not be able to see it, but can you see that color? That would be good for like the stones. Okay, you know, we're just gonna go in. Oh, that might be too red. More blue, more blue. Painting, like making like colors is like half the part of painting. Like if you like can't mix colors very well, then like painting is like gonna be really hard. Okay. Like I said, the colors are lighter and I promise you it's going to look hopefully. I'm hoping it looks good. Ooh, I have this color here. Maybe this would look good if I mix this a little bit with this. What if I did it like that? Oh, that's so metallic. It doesn't look metallic like on here. Like if I move it this way. Oh. I don't know if that's wet or if it's just metallic in the first place. It's just kind of difficult trying to paint while also showing you guys. Even though I know nobody's there, if somebody joins and I'm just quiet and, you know, my internet just doesn't work and I don't see that somebody's joined and I'm like just sitting here, someone's going to look and be like, oh, this person is not actually streaming very well, and then they leave. And then by the time it shows up, I'll be like, hello, new person. And they'll be like, oh, wait, they've actually been gone this whole time. My internet is just really bad. Okay, we're going to use this dark color. Okay, wait. Base colors first. We're going to use this as like a base for the rocks in the stream because I don't want to draw them each individually. I'm glad those two people actually liked the stream though. They didn't just come and were like, this is lame, and then leave. Like, even if they, like, you know what I mean? It, like, helped out. Okay. So we have the base colors here. This is going to be covered up by trees, so I don't really have to paint this part. I don't really have to put too much effort in painting that. But I can at least do a little bit, just in case it doesn't fill it up all the way. Okay. Next. Let's do the light parts. So let's mix some of this blue with some of this lighter blue. And we'll make like a... It needs to be like more teal a little bit. Like, okay, here's how I mix colors. If you look at this and you look at this color is nothing like it. But if you pulled it right next to it, it's like, okay, this is slightly more gray, has a hint of green, and just a hint and like a little bit of like red to make it slight purpley, but like a little bit what's the word? Teal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of this, but we're just gonna do ever so slightly, just a little tiny bit. Okay. Just a tiny bit. And we're just gonna get a bit of that, just a teeny tiny bit of that green, and we're going to mix it in with the blue. Okay, wait, so we got that bit of green. Do I have gray? I don't think I have gray. I have a little bit of this black though, so I can mix that in. But it's a little reddish black, so it gets that red in. There we go. Now look at this. It's still blue. I'm thinking about the tip, not the actual paintbrush. I might need to, okay. Wash this off so you can see the actual color. You see that? So much more similar. And making colors, it's a really hard thing. I had someone who taught me, and she, it's really nice. And she taught me how to mix colors. It was at like this really cool concert thing where we got to go, we listened to the concert. And then, and they had a whole painting setup. So like my mom and sisters were watching the concert, and I was over there painting and learning how to mix colors and stuff. Okay, so there are a couple layers here. I might just like need a little more of that green. That's this. Mix that in there. Okay. Anyway, oh, that looks good. I think that looks good. Okay. I keep checking to see if people are on, but it doesn't say people are on, so that's sad. Anyway, okay, let's see. We're just gonna, okay, so there's a rock here. So the rock is like here. I think like that. Does that look good? I'm getting like notifications from my stuff, but I'm like trying to ignore them so I can just keep working on this. I can't like scroll up and like get rid of the notification though because I have paint all over my hands. So I'll just have to look at those later. I can't believe I've been streaming for 40 minutes. It's not like people have been, you know, watching me for 40 minutes, but like, okay, we're just gonna do like this. We're gonna make this dark. So this is all rock here. We're gonna do the water, and the water is what's gonna separate it. The water is gonna show, okay, this is like a separate part. This is all rocks here. So we're gonna go like this. Kind of goes like this. So it kind of makes like a little squiggle, like that. Little squiggle. Okay, the water. Here is where we run into a slight problem. Though I don't have white. What color is that? I feel like Dora. Can you tell me what this color is? It's white, which we do not have. So I'm going to be doing blue and silver mixed together. So we're using this, which actually is very, very similar, but it's not perfect, which annoys me, but you know, it's fine. So we got going this way, it's flowing downwards from here. Water is a really hard thing to paint. Like, why does it have to be so difficult? Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go here, so it's smaller, and then it kind of gets bigger. You can do this, so it's kind of on this side of the rock. Remember, base colors first, then gradient, then details. I'm gonna go like this. Ooh, okay, that looks nice, I think. Yeah? I think that looks great, but you know, I know no one's actually there, so it kind of just makes me sad because I know nobody's there and nobody's actually watching, but like, I'm like, wow, this is a really interesting thing, and it's just, I realize you can't really see the mountains that much. That's bad. Okay, you know what I might have to do? I might have to like define that little silhouette a little better because I kind of blended it too much. Hi, the purple paint's so dry. Yeah, but I need to mix it a bit with like this. Bring in the red. a little better, you know? Ugh. You can see one mountain better. I don't know why the rest of them you can't. Oh, you just can't on the, what's it called? The picture, on the camera, because it's the light reflecting. Oh well. To the imaginary people that I just keep talking to. Hello. If anybody joins the stream, then that's just gonna be very happy for me. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. It's fine. Okay. I would do like a Q&A or something. I feel like that'd be so fun. I always watch YouTubers do that in streams. But I can't really do that if there's like nobody. I feel like somebody joined for like a little bit, but then left. I feel like I need a better thumbnail for this video. Okay, how's that? Can you see the mountains now? Yes, you can. I have achieved my goal. Let's see. Let's go back to the water. I'm just avoiding it now. Oh, my paper towel is getting super wet. I am constantly using this as it's just like dots. We're just gonna just fold that over. I never want to throw these away like after I'm done, because I can always, it's like so pretty, like all the different colors, and you can see basically the entire color palette for each painting. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. The water goes here, and then it flows. I remember I was telling my mom, because I was telling her about like the webcomic I'm reading, Cast Off, by the Starfish Face, I think is what it's called, and it's a really good webcomic. I highly recommend watching it. I actually joined one of her streams, and she, I was chatting, like asking her about like how to stream and like what to talk about and stuff, and so she gave me some pointers, which is really cool. So she's really cool. Yeah. So let's see. The water goes from here, and then it flows down to here, which flows down to here, which then flows down to here. And then this is where we will end it. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And I was telling her about it, and she was like, why don't you make a webcomic? And I'm like, like, no, that takes so much time. Like, they have so much time on their hands, and that's like because it's their job, you know what I mean, to make webcomics. And I don't have that time, you know. I have to go to, like, my dad has a martial arts studio, so I have to go there. I go there, or I choose to go there every day with him when he goes to work, because, you know, I want to get my black belt. I'm really close to. But anyway, it's like, I don't have time. Then school's gonna start. Plus, I have my YouTube channel. It's like, I won't have time to make a webcomic. But I think that'd be really cool. I don't know how people do that. It's like so amazing. And like all the webcomics I've seen are like really awesome. Face it down a little bit more so you can actually see what I'm painting. I think that looks really bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna really quick pause on that for a moment. We're gonna work back on this. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of blue, maybe add some contrast to it, make it a little more purpley. Okay, this is a tree here. This needs to be sectioned off. This is the dark colors on this side. The dark colors on this side, right? Add some of this in here, make it more here. Okay, and then we're gonna add the light colors. So we're gonna grab this. We're just gonna ooh, that's a lot of paint. I don't want that much paint. I only want a little bit. Okay. Oh well, hopefully it doesn't spill all over my floor. I'm just gonna make it slightly darker. Okay. This is gonna be the light color, so this is gonna go on this side. I like it because it's like the blue and the red like complement each other. And so it's like, I don't know if you can really tell I added blue there, but yeah. Do we have one person in? Oh, I think we did for a second. And they left. How could you leave? I'm just joking, but like, seriously? Why? I was like, finally, I have a good conversation topic, maybe? We have not been streaming for an hour. No way. It was like 40 minutes, like 5 minutes ago. Okay. So we'll add some here. We'll add little like lines here to show the trees. Oh. It was fun. I got to watch MCC today, and I don't usually get to because I'm like on Saturdays I train, and so I don't usually get to watch the MCC. So that was cool. I got to watch it today, which is nice. I actually never got to finish it though, so I don't know who won, which is kind of sad. But yeah, we're gonna add that little bit of red. We're just gonna add this. Okay, so you see how there's like a neon red? No, you can't. You see how there's a neon red, not the same color? We're gonna kind of like just take a bit of that and just dash it in there. Like, add some red highlights, like, just go boom, there's color here. It's not just dark, like this picture. We want it to be colorful. I might sell this. I don't know. I don't really sell my painting. I don't think I ever sold a painting before, but it'd be really cool if I did, because I just don't know prices and stuff. I don't want to make it too expensive and then nobody get it. This is starting to look really good. I am very happy with this. I'm just saying this now. I just realized I haven't watched Mariah's new video. I usually watch Mariah Elizabeth's video like the moment they come out, because I am her #1 fan, 100%. I love Mariah Elizabeth so much. I watch her videos every Friday once they come out, and the one day I miss it, this is Squishy Makeover, one of the most classic videos. I've been watching her channel for like a long time. How long have I been watching her channel for? Since like 2015, 2016. So I'm one of the OG subs, which is pretty cool. Okay, now here is like the kind of just branches off down to here. So we're just kind of, remember, base colors, gradient, details. So it's cool because I can see how long I've been working on this painting for. Nobody's here. Come on. We're gonna hit 1 hour of this, and nobody's here to see it. It's pretty sad, but you know, at some point, I've kind of like stopped caring if people don't join. It's like at first, like I remember when I was younger, I was looking back at an old stream I did when I was little, because I used to make Lego videos, believe it or not. And I was like watching it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you watch the video, and I'm just like quiet, and like one person joins, I'm like, hi. So anyway, and then the person leaves, and I'm just quiet again. And so it's like you look back at the video, and I'm just like, hi, and it's like really ridiculous. We're just gonna go in with the black paint. I know I said no black paint, exactly, full black paint. We're just gonna do it because I can, because this is my paint and my painting. And what I feel like I should do, I'm gonna do, because it's my painting and my artistic choice. But with the black, I didn't really want to put black paint because it's like so dark. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's, you know, really dark, and I wanted to keep the colors light. But I feel like sometimes it's kind of just needed. And believe it or not, I barely used any black paint this entire time. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see. There's kind of these like if I'm just gonna go straight in with the dark, maybe we could just, because it's like here, and then like here, and then it kind of goes up like this. Like if I just kind of just take off all the black paint off this for now, and I just kind of just do this, kind of goes into it like this. So this is kind of like I need to blend it better. Like I want it to be flat line, dark line, and then blend up toward the top, so I can get some dark red in here. And I'm not using like very specific things. Like this is a tree, like you can tell it's a tree, you can tell the shapes, but it's not like big obvious like lines, it kind of all blends together, which I'm quite happy with. Not the same as the original one, because the original one is definitely not like that. But with this, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Okay, we're done with the black paint. No more black paint. We're going to use light colors now. Darn it, I got it on my hand. I'm so thankful. I don't know why I'm wearing this sweatshirt. I'm wearing a George Not Found hoodie, limited hoodie, and I'm wearing it while painting with acrylic paint that stains. I am very smart, as you can tell. Okay. Also, by the way, this is so random, but I'm just gonna say it because this is a random stream. Every time people join my stream, like they can spell my name, right? It's in my YouTube channel name. How do you think you pronounce it? How do you I've had so many different people try to pronounce my name and pronounce it wrong. I'm gonna tell you, it's pronounced Aaliyah, not Aliyah, not Ilya, or like Alia, or Aaliyah, like Aaliyah. That's it, Aaliyah. And I've had it pronounced so many different ways, and I'm like, how do you get this wrong? It's, you know what I mean? Like the people at Starbucks, they always spell my name wrong. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay, you know what we're gonna do for this last little bit? I'm just going to just do the light colors, and then we're done. So I'm gonna kind of go for a bold move here. I'm gonna mix this like dark red, because I don't want it to be the bright neon red. And I'm gonna mix it with this silver blue. This might be going a little bit too far, but I want to mix in, I want to make it so it's like the blue of the background, the purple of the background, and then the bright red go together. So we're gonna just kind of, hey, it's been an hour, yay. We're gonna, the light, so the light here. I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm actually really happy with that. What the heck? Okay. So we're gonna kind of just go kind of fast. Like I said, I've been using the same paintbrush this whole time. What did I tell you? And we're gonna just kind of like this so that it can blend into the back. Yes. For this one, we'll just go in like this for each of these. Yes, and then we can have the light. You know what I mean? It's not all just dark colors. I really hope someone would join before I end the stream, because I'm going to end it really soon. And it's just going to be no one's been here. It's like, almost the whole time. I mean, there have been some people, but I feel like 20 of the minutes people have been here. The rest of it, just nah. Ooh, that looks really good. Okay. Ooh, okay, I'm kind of freaking out, because this is like pretty good. Okay. I don't like how that looks. I don't like how this is straight there. And I know that's how the picture is. I know it looks like the picture. I know it's how it's supposed to look, but it just doesn't look right. I know I did it like really thin or really thick. And there's like, maybe if I do like this. Maybe if I, okay. Tiny brush time. It is time for a tiny brush. Not using the giant ones. Oh my gosh, Aaliyah's switching brushes for once. What? Okay. I'm sorry if you join and it's quiet. This is an important thing. I wish there was a notification to tell me if somebody joined. Like if I'm at 0 and I hear ding, that I know to be like, joins and I'm quiet and they leave and then I'm like, okay, oh, no one's here. You know what I mean? It's like probably annoying to the person joining and annoying to me. Okay. So should I just keep talking in case somebody joins? Because I'm not looking at the phone right now. I'm looking at this because I need to pay attention to this. Because I need to make it so this piece doesn't look weird right here. I should probably go in and add the little details now. Because those little details always make things like better. Even if they're tiny. Like you make the big blobs, the big things, and then you go in with the tiny details. Oh, it's making my stomach hurt. I feel like when I do tiny things, it makes my stomach hurt. Okay. And like, I know, yeah, they're tiny details. No one's going to see them. But that's kind of what makes them great. Because you can make them so tiny, they could be messed up, but like no one would see. But they would just see that little extra bit of like work. You can tell when you look at art that's like has extra details, like little, just tiny little things that no one else would see. It's like makes it so much better. Just tiny little dots or tiny little like leaves, like something any normal person would just like look over. Those tiny little things make such a big difference. Whew. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we should go with a dark brown, maybe. No, Aaliyah, chill. This is the right color. You're fine. Don't add a bunch. Ooh, I should mix this peach with the red. Make like a lighter red. Ooh. No, this is not a lighter red. What is this color? I don't know. I like it though. You know what's funny? What do I start every sentence with that? Okay. If I have a bright red, right, and I want to make it not a bright red, but I don't have any other kinds of reds and things to mix it with, you know what I do? I make it darker. I mix it with black, and then I mix it back with white again. Or not white. Like, let's say, okay, if, how do I explain this without being confusing? Okay, if I am making a forest, let's say, not this forest, let's say it's like all blues and greens, maybe a bit of black and purple, and fly, get off. And I need a cloud in the sky. I'm not gonna use pure white, right? Or not a cloud. That's not a good description. Let's use a tree. Okay, I have a tree. I have a green. Let's say everything is kind of darker, like that painting there, that dark like that painting. But I only have this green. I will mix it. Let's say everything is like more bluish tint. If I just mix this blue with it, it's gonna be lighter. It's gonna be more pastel, and it's not gonna be the color I want. I'm not gonna do that and then mix it with black. Or I could do that, but like the better choice is I take that color I want, and I mix it with what's the word? I mix it with black or dark brown, right? Or dark blue or dark colors. I make a dark version of that, and then I mix it with the light blue or like a light green or light purple or whatever, and then it will make it. What was that noise? I don't know. And then it'll make it so it's like it adds that bit of what's the word? Like tint of color without changing the light of it, I guess. Okay, I think we're done. The water does not look like water, so I'm gonna really quick fix that, and then the stream is over. Okay. Let's see the strips of water going down. Water is so hard. I'm really happy with how the water came out with this one. I spent so long on that one, but it looks really good. And I'm really happy with how the water came out, because usually when I do water, it's not as I want it to be. And it's really annoying too, because it's like having to like know, okay, it's flowing from this direction, it goes into this direction, and actually having to, paint it and make it nice. It's kind of difficult, but it's like once you got it though, it's like no one's gonna be looking at it and be like, this water doesn't look as realistic as it should. The flowing actually would go this direction. Like no one's thinking that. They're looking at it, and like if they can tell it's water and they see it's water and they can see which direction it's flowing, what it's supposed to be doing, then you've succeeded. It doesn't matter if you don't think it's like flowing in the right direction. If you look at it and it looks right, it doesn't seem completely right, but like no one's gonna really notice that. No one's gonna really care. No one's gonna be like some people, yeah, I have friends who will. And they go, and they don't judge me, but they definitely go and they look, and they're like, yeah, this is good or this is bad. To come up and look at your art and then just stare at it like for 7 minutes, like who's gonna do that and then go, this is too long. This little piece is not in the correct spot. Like who does that? Who does that, right? You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna come in and like start like judging you like a bunch. You know what I mean? Like if they look at it and they're like, wow, this is pretty, Like, you know when you like when you're doing something, like you're doing a really big art project, if you do art, and you show somebody, you're like, tell me, I don't think this looks good, tell me if this looks good. They'll look at it and they'll say, yeah, it's good. Because if you, like, even if you're like not even, like, even if you don't think you're a good artist, like, if you make something, people see it, they're not going to be thinking about all the things you're thinking, looking at all the mistakes, all these things. They're going to see it and they're going to be like, wow, this is good. You know what I mean? They're going to like it. It, like, you might not like it, but, like, other people will see it and, like, most of the time be like, wow, this is a really good piece. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, stretch. I know I should do this after the stream. Oh, but I don't have patience. I would like to stretch. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. For the people who did, this went on for longer than I expected. This is gonna be like a 10-minute stream. Haha, nope. It went for like over an hour. So I hope you like it. Here is the final piece. I don't do many things like this. I might like a mini version where I go through and kind of like find the best parts and kind of chop it down if I can find any parts where I'm not talking, or I could just like crop it so it's like this, so you can't see my mouth moving, and I make a little time lapse or something. I'm not thinking of doing a face reveal anytime soon. I might accidentally show my face, and I don't really care about that. I'm not gonna be like, everybody look at my face right now, you know what I mean? I don't really care. But yeah, all right, bye, have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was like nice watching. But yeah, I'll do a stream maybe some other time.